It says we're live.
Let me see that.
I think it's live. So, hi. We're here drinking coffee. Sunday morning. How much sleep did you get?
Couple hours,
You got more than a couple.
maybe 5. Someone kept waking me up this morning. It wasn't until after 2 a.m. that we managed to get home yesterday. After leaving the house at 9 a.m.
No, we left earlier than 9.
Oh man, it was a
It was a long day.
long day, super fun. Well, apparently Gary wants to join our online
A
our
live.
live video.
Yeah, hi Gary. He likes to be up in it. So guys, we wanted to try this out to see how it came out. First, we played poker yesterday afternoon. Made a trip to Oklahoma to check out my dad's bikes, which I'll talk about in a future video. But today we're here to talk about the poker, just because we like poker and it's fun.
We had a lot of poker yesterday.
Yeah.
So we get there and we realize a lot of people that we've been playing poker with were already there. So that was kind of surprising. We didn't know they were going to be there.
For sure, yeah. All of a sudden I hear, hey Trevor, played better than I did in that spot. I'm like, what? And I turn around and Jeff Wilcox had just rebought in the tournament and I was taking his seat that he busted out of. It's so funny.
So I decided to skip the tournament and go right to cash, which normally works out really well for me. But yesterday, I could not get cards to save my life, or flop, or anything. It was laughable how bad of a day it was. Fortunately, I had a good time anyway.
That's important. Poker, it's a lot of give and take, but it's the enjoyment of just playing a challenge. And if you play well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you don't have fun, then why even bother? And that reminds me of the guy at our table.
Oh, it was a crazy table.
Oh, it was so. It was like Twilight Zone. That guy, we'll call him Angry Beanie Guy.
Yeah, he was very angry. I don't know why he was so angry, but he sat down and he was angry to begin with. And he was mad at everyone and proceeded to tell us at length how much he hated Choctaw. He hated this place. And so it was really odd to me that he was there playing poker because he hated it so much. But there he was at the table, and he pulled what I call a Phil Hellmuth and started berating people for what they were playing.
Oh yeah, so funny.
Calling them river rats.
Yeah, he nicknamed the guy to your right the River Rat. Here he comes again. Probably got river ratted again.
And it was really weird because he kept saying, "You're getting it on the lucky magic last card," and I'm thinking, I don't think there's nothing magic in the last card. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get that last card
It was
if
funny.
you pay for it. I mean, it's kind of how it works, and mathematically, it's nothing magic about that. But man, he hated that.
Yeah, so Angry Beanie Guy, he did a couple things that I've never seen done. Now, look, I'm not the most seasoned poker guy out there, but I've played a little bit. And for the first time in the history of ever, after he took down a pot at the very end, he said to himself out loud, "Good bet." I looked around and I said, did he just congratulate himself on a good bet?
He did.
And we all started chuckling. I'd never seen that. Good bet. Usually you tell someone else good bet, but you don't tell yourself good bet. That became my joke.
Maybe that was his alter personality.
It was really funny.
The non-angry beanie guy was congratulating the angry beanie guy on the good bet. I don't know. It was really, really weird.
It was so funny. Yeah, and then at least 3 dealers, maybe more that I didn't notice, but he challenged the dealers to how much rake they were pulling. He kept saying, "Hey, you didn't pull right. Did you pull too much?" And the dealer's like, "No, I made change. What are you talking about?" It was entertaining just to watch him tilt himself, and no one was even doing anything.
Yeah. I did tell one of the dealers, "Hey, it's not you." He pretty much is like that with everyone. So the dealer said, "Oh, I don't care. I just thought he actually had a legitimate question." And I'm like, "No, he has no real legitimate questions. It was just a lot of complaints." And yeah, but so he was tilted, and then Trevor made another guy go on tilt, or OCD guy, who counted his chips, and it took forever. And you're thinking in your head, "Oh my God, just put the chips in, or just fold your cards. But stacking like this, and everyone at the table had to wait. And then, he'd win a couple pots, and so Trevor gets in a hand with them and decides to bluff them, and showed his hand.
Yeah, so there was a point where the angry beanie guy and then OCD guy, we'll call him a Middle Eastern OCD guy, and they were sitting near each other. And angry beanie guy, he repeatedly, if anyone even sort of exposed a card, he would scream, "What was that? What was it? What did they show? What did they show?" Over and over and over. It was kind of funny.
He asked the dealer to pull some out of the muck.
Yeah, he tried to ask him to pull out the muck and everything. It was over the top, and he was tilting himself, and it was just making me giggle. But then there was a hand where OCD guy had raised pre-flop, and I had targeted both him and Angry Beanie guy. I wanted to get as many pots of those guys because I knew that they were playing very bad strategy poker. And anyhow, I had flopped an open-ender, and I bet the flop pretty big, and OCD guy called. I bet the turn pretty big, and OCD guy called. And my straight never got there, and I was 6 high on a Jack 10 5 5 7 board with my 4-6, and I pushed out 100 something out there, and OCD guy goes in the tank and stacking his chips up, and then inside I'm thinking fold, 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 fold. And he had them all stacked up, and he almost pushed them out, and he just tosses his cards in the muck. And I happily showed my 6 high, and it tilted him like no one's business.
Oh my God, he was so upset. In fact, it was so shocking, like to everyone at the table. A couple people were going, "Wait, did he have a straight there?" And then the guy to my right's like, "Nope, that was 6 high."
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was, yeah, and he won a lot of money back from him, so that was good.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of money after that. I was able to extract lots of value later on when I flopped 6-7 2 pair on his ace jack with a jack high. That was nice, but it was fun. There was a lady at the table, so lesson to everyone that's learning to play poker. I advise you to go play the free poker games. It's your first time ever, just to get familiar with holding cards and chips. This poor lady, I felt so bad for her. So Scott, if you're watching this video, you were sitting to my right. She was to my left. And she held her cards up, so pretty much anyone remotely close to her could see her cards. And I was trying hard not to, but I wasn't in that hand. So you bet $50 on a flop that a queen made the straight, and it was Broadway, and she had a queen, and she thought long and hard, and she folded. There was no flush, no paired board. She folded, and then you turned over your queen. So I'm like, I had it. You wanted to let her know that you had the straight. She folded the same hand. And she told me she thought you had a full house.
But she did seem to have a good time.
But she was really nice. She had a lot of fun.
And she's learning stuff.
And she learning, and, it was a great experience for her. She was there longer than I was. Anyway. It was if you're learning to play poker, I advise go to the free poker games first.
For sure. Because it was painful at some points, and everyone was being nice. They weren't taking advantage
Yes,
of it.
they were being cool to her. So that was cool to see everyone was being cool to her.
Yeah, which is good because they weren't very cool to each other, especially Angry Beanie guy.
Oh my gosh.
He was picking on everyone except for her, I think.
I was sad to see the 1 pint in guy hit and run.
Oh yeah, this young guy sat down and he knew the dealer, and
He announced at the table,
Yeah.
"I'm 1 pint in," and he sets his beer on the table.
And did he buy him for like $80 or something?
80 or 120, I can't remember.
I think his minimum 100. So
Yeah,
must
it
have
had the
been-
120.
Yeah, he bought him for 120, and there's people who had like $700 stacks. And so, he probably played like 2 hands before he busted out, and then he left.
He left. Yeah, he was good for the table. He was very talkative, but he didn't play much.
Yeah, and he was very positive. Good
The
energy.
dog chip.
Yeah, so last year was the year of the dog, and so Choctaw made special chips, and I saw it and had a little puppy on it, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I like to have one of those. And I had one in my stack at one point, but then I got involved in a hand, and I bet with it, and it was gone. So those of you non-poker people, you can't take money off the table, right? Unless you get up and leave. And I wasn't gonna do that for a stupid dollar chip, but yeah, I guess I probably should have. Anyway, so I try to win it back. Every time it was in a pot, I was like looking for the, look, the dog chip's out there. Oh, I have shitty cards. I'm gonna play anyway. I want to get the dog chip. But anyway, turns out that the guy next to me had it. And then I asked him if I could just change a regular dollar chip for that dollar chip. And he's like, wait, is it something really good? I'm like, I know.
He didn't know.
Just
Yeah.
a puppy. And then, so eventually Trevor kind of snuck it under the
I
table.
went south with the $1 dog chip.
Yeah, so that way it wouldn't be lost.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was a good time. We left probably later than we should have. We were really tired, a little delirious driving home, and like, hey, when we get up in the morning, let's go eat breakfast. And we're like, why don't we just eat breakfast now?
IHOP's open 24 hours.
Yeah. So we got IHOP to go. Yeah, it's a thing you can do.
Yeah.
IHOP to go.
Apparently we're the only non-drunk people that go to IHOP at 2 in the morning.
Probably. Yeah. Well, we had breakfast and then we went to bed, and I got a solid 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, it was not nearly enough. Keeps waking up early.
You can't help it. Oh well. We're about to watch a movie here at the hotel. We're gonna download what was it called?
Escape room.
Escape Room.
It looks really good.
We'll see. Everything else?
Nope.
All right. So I wonder how this turned out. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Leave some comments. Tell us what you think. Should we do this again? Subscribe so you get notified for this, because all 5 subscribers probably are sleeping or something, or out doing some stuff, but whatever. All right, hopefully we can do more of these soon. Bye. You're not gonna say bye?
Bye.
Okay, how do I stop it?